Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So if it's not for the first time, my name is Precious. Thank you so much for deciding to join us today. You're very much welcome to the family. And to my returning subscribers, you guys already know that I love and appreciate you guys a whole lot. Thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. Okay, so guys, in today's video we're just going to be talking about life after childbirth, you know, healing from stitches, weight gain, just a whole lot of things surrounding life after you have a baby. Okay, after I had a baby. Yeah, my baby is 3 months old now, and like I said, let me just wait so that when I'm making this video as well, I will be talking about my recovery process, how well I've recovered. You know, this is like legit postpartum video. Okay, so let's start from my baby's delivery. Okay, so after I gave birth, I was given tear. So the nurse that helped me deliver did not give me a tear by herself. I don't know why. Probably she felt like my baby was going to come out on his own, or I don't know what her reason was. But while my baby was coming out, he gave me a tear. He had to make way for himself to come out. I mean he made way for himself and he came out. Okay, it was female nurses that helped me give birth, but then after the tear, they had to invite a male doctor to come stitch me up. Okay, and from the look of on his face when he saw the tear I was giving, I knew that it was a huge tear. Like, I just knew it. The look on his face, even the look he gave the nurses, I'm sure that look was like, why did you not give her a tear by yourself? But he didn't say it because I was there, but I already knew, and I made a lot of research before I went into labor. So I knew that, I just knew some things, not everything though. So he stitched me up. Of course it was painful, but compared to the pain I just went through, it was nothing at the moment. So after this pain, after the stitches and all, and the next day, fast forward to the next day, I couldn't walk because it was so painful. I was just like, because I gave birth today and I went back home the next day. Okay, aside from when I had to go back again because my baby had joined this story for, I think I've told that story. Yeah, so I went back home the next day, and I was just so much in a hurry to go back so that I can apply hot water there. But the nurses now told me when I was about to go that I should make sure I don't use hot water down there. I didn't have strength to talk to them. I just wanted to go home first. So when I went home, my mom was like, I should get ready, let her give me a bath and all. I was super excited. Hey, because all I used to hear was, once they do hot water there, it's just going to stop paining you. That's how we entered the bathroom. My mom finished, you know, using hot water on my stomach, on my back, and everywhere. I was getting relief as she was doing it, but I was just waiting for her to go down there. That's how she finished though, my stomach and my back, and she now gave me normal bath. I was like, Mommy, what is going to happen down there? Are you not going to do there? That is how she now said no, that we are not going to apply hot water there until the stitches heal. And I was like, how on earth is it supposed to heal if you don't apply hot water? Because I know when I used to wound when I was a child, once I wound, you just get hot water and start doing it. Now that I'm actually begging you to do the hot water, you don't want to do it. That's how she started explaining to me that the thread that they used to give stitches now is different from the ones that they were using in the olden days, that this one dissolves on its own. And if you use hot water there, the hot water will dissolve it when the tear has not healed. I wanted to run mad, but I just calmed myself down. And after that, the next day, she was just, every day I was not telling my mom, Mommy, check now, this thing has healed, use hot water. At some point I was like, is it not now better to go do that olden days on where if you're doing hot water there, you'll be getting relief? Because it was so painful. I couldn't stand up. Like, standing up was like the best position for me, or not walking, like just standing and staying at the position, at a particular position. Moving was a problem, sitting down was a problem. Oh my God, it was just too painful, just too painful. The only thing that made me calm down was when my mom now told me that if I apply hot water there and the threads loses, that I have to go back to the hospital and they'll have to restitch it. And that the first time they stitched it, I did not feel pain because I've already gone through a serious pain. But this time around, that it is now proper wound. When they are stitching it, it will be so painful, and they'll have to use the olden days thread. I don't know why I'm calling it olden days thread. They'll have to do the old method, and after which I'll go back for them to like loosen it after the wound has healed. So all of those processes in my head just made me say, okay, I'm not going to do it. So I had to endure. But I'm not even going to lie. When I started, I think my mom just did hot water for me like 3 days. Like, she was doing the hot water, but after it, she'll not leave me have my bath. Unlike those first 3-4 days, she was giving me overall like general body bath. So whenever she just finished with the stomach and the body and she goes, I'll just pour hot water on my body and allow it to roll. And allow it to roll inside, because they just said after peeing, just use warm water, like very, very warm water with like antiseptic and all of that in the towel and like damp there. That was giving me relief, but it wasn't giving me as much relief as when I allow hot water. I'm just so grateful to God that the stuff did not tear, but it was little hot water. Oh, don't go and do now and say it's precious. I told you to allow hot water enter there. It wasn't much, but it used to roll inside. Okay, I don't know how I was doing it so well that it was just comfortably rolling, and the heat was just so suiting. Okay. Then the first day after I gave birth, I was praying that I do not do number 2. I hope you know what number 2 is. So peeing is number 1. You already know what number 2 is. So I prayed against it, because I made a lot of research where people said it was so painful. A lot of people said they had constipation. Jesus Christ, constipation. Okay, so I thought I was going to, I don't know, I was just thinking that I was going to have everything. And I was praying, even to pee. I think that day that I'm not even going to lie to you guys, that day that I gave birth, I gave birth by 5:30 something p.m. till around the next day. I think it was around 6 or 7 a.m. the next day that I peed. Okay, no, I peed immediately after delivery, right? Yes, I peed immediately after delivery, after like 30 minutes, when the nurses took me to the toilet, because they wanted to check if my pad was like too bloody. I'm sorry, this is like TMI. But yeah, this is what this video is about. Okay, so they wanted to check if I was over bleeding, so they had to like remove it to check, and then they told me to pee. After that, I was I don't know why I was scared, because that first pee wasn't even painful. So maybe because of the researches that I'd made, I've even forgotten that I peed the first time and it was not painful. I held in all the pee that I wanted to come out. I didn't pee till the next day, around that kind, either 7 a.m. or 5 a.m. But I know it was a.m., like way early in the morning. Then imagine, I was scared to pee. Then imagine doing number 2. I was so scared. I didn't eat anything. Me that was hungry before I gave birth. After I gave birth, I sealed my mouth. I didn't eat. They said eat. I said I'm not hungry. I was only taking tea, because they had to force me to take tea so that my breast milk could flow, you get. And truth is, for the first 2 days, I didn't do it. Like I didn't feel the urge to, so I had no reason to even hold it down. It was from the 3rd day that I started feeling the urge, but I was holding it down. So I did not do number 2 for like 3, if not 4 days. It was not the 4th day that even me, I told myself, let me not go and develop problem for myself. Highest it will do is pay me. If you pay me, I cry. And I had to start drinking a lot of water, because I intentionally was not taking a lot of water, because I was scared of peeing and scared of doing the number 2. And another reason was that I felt like peeing was so much work, because when you pee, you have to get, just to pee, you have to get warm water, now get towel. After it, you have to wash the towel, because obviously the towel will be stained. Like, it was just too much work for me, and I was like, let me hold it in, if possible, pee all the pee in a day. It was crazy, but I did it. So on that particular day, I said I was going to do number 2 today. I am ready. I've made up my mind. Seeing as, even if somewhere I want to travel outside country, I've not made such arrangements. I was drinking a lot of water to help myself, and it finally happened. And guys, that was the easiest number 2 I've ever done in my life. I'm not even going to lie. Like, it came out. Am I about to explain that to you? But it was very free. Like, I didn't feel pain. Nothing. Like it was as though I was purging. That's to tell you guys how easy it came out. And it's not like all those kind of purge that you have stomach upset and all. No, it was very easy, like very easy. And I was like, why the heck was I not going all this? Why you get that kind of thing? Anyways, so that was how it happened. But there was a but. The second time, I legit thought I had pile. I tried everything possible. It was just too painful. Like, I didn't know why it did not happen the first day when I've already made up my mind. It was now the second time. I even told my husband I have pile. Let's go to the hospital, because I feel like all this thing works with the mind. Because I googled and I heard a lot of people on YouTube here. I watched a lot of pregnant women say they had hemorrhoids when they are pregnant. Some say their own developed after they gave birth. So I was like, okay, my own is after delivery hemorrhoids. You get? So that was how I told my husband I have pile. And he said I should explain how it was doing me. I explained it to him and all. He said it's sounding like pile, but it's most definitely not pile. That it might just be constipation. I don't know why that word is hard for me to pronounce, but yeah. So he just said I should go and keep trying. Lo and behold, it wasn't pile. It was just difficult for me the second time. So enough of number 2. Yikes. So every day I was telling my mom to come and check if my stitches have healed and all. And after, I think 2 weeks, maybe not exactly 14 days, but either a week plus or so, she now told me that we are good to go to use hot water there. But she wasn't using like very steaming hot water, okay? So every day we are increasing the hotness of the water just to be sure that the stitches have completely dissolved, okay? So every day we are increasing the hotness of the water. It was after every bath, I felt like I was in heaven, the kind of relief I was getting. Hey, okay. So yeah, and I oh god, I'm just mixing all these stories. Just bear with me, okay? A lot of emotions are coming back here. So I told you guys that after my delivery, the nurses took me in to check if I was bleeding a lot, and yes, I bled a lot. And let me tell you guys, even before I gave birth, I told my nurses that they should give me, I don't know the name of the injection, but I just told them that I've heard a lot of people talk about bleeding after delivery and it kills a lot of women. And my mom said she had it when she gave birth. So there's this injection that they're supposed to give you immediately after delivery to prevent you from over bleeding, okay? So I made sure they gave me the injection. So when the nurses came to check me afterwards, they were not like, thank God they gave me the injection. Because even with the injection, my bleeding was like a lot. Not too much that it's a cause for alarm, but it was like too much. I was changing part like... I was changing it like I was, oh god, too much information. But yeah, I was wearing 2 pads and I was changing them like, I don't know if it was 4 hourly, if it was even up to, but I was changing so much. That's to tell you how much I was bleeding. But it kept on reducing by the day. So after like 2 weeks, it reduced very well. Some days nothing even comes out. What just comes out is water. I don't know why it was water, but it was coming out like water. Then after like 2 days, the blood will come back. So it was just turning on your own. Then for like a complete 1 month, I know I bled for complete 1 month. Then let's say a month and 2 weeks, it was now reducing very well. Sometimes it just come out as spots and all. But I know the 3rd week was when I completely stopped to wear pads. And when I check myself or when I pee and I wipe, like I don't see any stain. So I'll say I bled for a month and almost 2 months. Shall I just call it almost 2 months? Okay. Yeah, so that's how I got to heal from my stitches and how my bleeding stopped. And of course, weight gain. I've never really been on the slim side, that I know. But when I was pregnant, I was not fat. A lot of people did not know I was pregnant until you see my stomach, and I didn't even have a big bump. I know I was making videos on this YouTube and people did not know that I was pregnant because I wasn't showing my stomach. Yes, I added, but it was like, you know, newlywed weight gain. You know, when you marry newly, you're definitely going to add a little bit of weight. I wasn't fat, But then after I gave birth, fat came knocking, and I mistakenly go and open the door and it came in with all the family members. Guys, learn no man and look at me. Is it like this that I used to be? I don't know. I've starved myself, and it's as if the more I'm starving, the more weight I'm gaining. And I'm like, it's better I'm eating and I know I'm adding weight than I'm starving and I'm adding. But definitely one of these days we'll take our weight loss seriously. But for now, I'm just saying, let me stop breastfeeding first. When I stop breastfeeding, then I will know, because I feel like even with the weight loss, my breastfeeding is just making it not evident, you get. So yeah, when I stop breastfeeding, we'll now properly look into our weight loss. So postpartum gave me a lot of weight. Then breastfeeding, I think you guys already know, I am not exclusively breastfeeding. I formula feed my baby, and I breastfeed as well. Not that my breast milk is not flowing well. My breast milk flows a lot, like a lot. I've talked about this in one of my videos. It flows a lot, but I just feel like I wasn't exclusively breastfed, and look at me. So I'm not just exclusively breastfeeding. And seriously, before I gave birth, I said I was going to breastfeed my babies for 3 months. I'm not even going to lie. But when I'm looking at my baby's face, I'm like, should I really stop at 3 months? But yeah, I think I'm going to stop at 6 months. I think, I'm not yet sure. I might stop before 6 months. I might stop for personal reasons, which I might come and share with you guys sometime later. But I don't think I'll reach 6 months. I'm not really sure. Maybe 4-5 months I'm going to stop breastfeeding. And yeah, that's just it about breastfeeding. Then yeah, my baby tore my nipple. Let's go back to breastfeeding. He tore my nipple when he was trying to learn how to suck. He tore my right nipple. I had to stitch it up. Don't mind me, I didn't stitch anything up. But he tore it. I was just applying Vaseline upon Vaseline upon Vaseline on it, and it healed. But it was so painful. And that's that for breastfeeding. What again am I supposed to tell you guys on here? And then a lot of people said when they are breastfeeding, it serves as family planning for them. In other words, their menstrual cycle, is it menstrual cycle, does not come out. Their period does not come out. And even my family members told me the same thing, that it happened to them. My mom, let me not even go far. A lot of my family members, it happened to them, but I don't know if it's neighbor that gave birth to me, because my period did not wait. It did not wait. It did not wait. Like, when I'm telling you, it did not wait, immediately I stopped bleeding. Immediately I stopped is it delivery bleeding? I mean postpartum bleeding. My period came. Seriously, when I saw it, I thought it was maybe my bleeding has not stopped. It was when I now sat down to think about it, the number of days it came out, like how it came out was like how my period usually comes out, and the days it lasted for 5 days. And I was like, what is happening? You did not even allow me to rest. You never allow me to do small guy. Haba. Hey, haba. And when I told my mom, the first thing my mom said was like that, see, I should calm down. No, I should just calm down. Let her finish this omugo that she came for. Before we now put her in another omugo, I'm like, woman, what do you mean? It was funny, but seriously, I didn't find it funny that it had to come out that early. And surprisingly, the next month it came out like the exact before pregnancy. I don't miss my periods for any reason. It comes out the day it's supposed to come out, highest a day before or a day after. It doesn't, like, I've never had high BP for my period before, so it was just, that was why it was just very easy for me to know when I got pregnant. And now it's the same thing. The next month it came out immediately after because mine works like 28 days cycle, and it came out immediately after 28 days, and I'm like, this is really period. This is not bleeding. And because I just finished bleeding, the period bleeding was not much. Like, it was, blood don't finish for my body now, waiting won't come out again. You get that kind of thing. Oh my god, please, if you're like me, let me know in the comment section if you experience such when you gave birth. I be your own gave you 1 year, because I heard some people say their own stays 1 year, 9 months, 6 months, and I'm like, do you know what it is? You're not pregnant and you're not seeing your period for like 6 months, 9 months, and you know nothing is wrong with you. You just know that it's because you're breastfeeding. And I was really planning on how to enjoy myself, and my period had another plan for me. Anyways, guys, this is just what I said. Let me come and share with you guys, because I believe I owe you guys this video for a long time now. But I think now I am in my best mental state, emotional state to come and sit down and talk to you, because this is like too much information. Me before will not make this video, but because now I feel like I have a family, I have a community on here, and there are like a lot of things you guys want to know about me, want to hear from me, and it will be so weird if I have to keep it to myself. You get? Then why did I build a family in the first place? You know. So yeah, share with me in the comment section your experience, like I said, and please share this video to every pregnant woman you know, every nursing mother you know. Let's, you know, share our experiences together, and if anybody's going through what I went through, they will know that they are not aliens, okay? They are still human beings, and there's someone that has experienced such as well. Feel free to ask me any question in the comment section. I'll most definitely answer you guys. Come on, I love it when you guys ask me questions down there. This video is now so long. I'm so sorry, guys, but yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't be a watch and run viewer, okay? Watch and subscribe, okay? Thank you so much. And you just have to subscribe once. Like, you don't have to, anytime you can be subscribing, just subscribe once, and that's it. Free, oh, like, it's free. FOCO. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate a lot. I feel really excited I finally did this video, and I'll definitely see you guys in my next one, okay? Bye, guys. Love you a lot and always.